What's going on, everybody? It's your boy BlkStorm, and I have some really heavy shit to lay down during this video. Normally I don't really get into this topic about sexual assault, sexual misconduct, things like that. It's not normally something that I jump into, but it's getting to the point that it's starting to affect my childhood, my favorite anime shows. For those of you who actually consistently keep up with Dragon Ball and Dragon Ball related news, you know that over this course of this past year, Vic Mignogna, the voice of Broly, has been, he's been basically ousted in the anime community as a voice actor. He's been fired by Funimation as the voice actor for Broly, and probably many other voice acting jobs that he's had over sexual misconduct allegations from the voice actor of Bulma, Monica Rial. And I feel like I said, I don't really keep up with things like that. I don't usually play a role in what famous people have going on in their lives, whatever problems they have. I kind of let that stay between them and the media, and their fans and people who want to keep up with that. I don't have a problem with that. You do what you do, and it gets settled that way. If it's a real sexual assault allegation, if it's a real sexual misconduct allegation, then obviously it needs to be handled through the proper channels and proper authorities. Now, there has recently been news. I've been basically surfing the web and going through and just looking at things for Dragon Ball, and I have seen news now that people are trying to accuse Schemmel of similar allegations, and that's where it becomes a problem, because the Vic Mignogna scandal was huge, and it went from that to somebody made a thread literally just talking about it, and somebody came, a random person came up, or a random account, whatever, came up and said, this is what happened. He put his hand halfway up my skirt during one of his panels. Somebody else commented under that and saying that a similar thing happened to her. Now, my only problem with this is, one, if it was really a sexual assault, if it was really a thing where you felt harassed or assaulted, that's fine. I'm not taking anything from you, but you need to go to the police. You need to have this checked out with the proper authorities, and you need to actually get it done through the proper channels. Don't go to social media with this, because this could actually affect a man's career, a career that this man has built basically over the course. He's been doing this since either as long as, if not before, I was born. And that's a long time. That's a long career to have for somebody to just randomly come up and fuck over your entire career. And that's not to say that, I don't want people to think that I'm one of those guys that goes around doubting, sexual assault, or doubting, rape and things like that. I don't just go around and automatically doubt things. No, but we do live in a society where you are innocent until proven guilty. So if it was really that big of a thing for these people, they need to come out, and it needs to get handled before it begins to get blown out of proportion and he actually has to lose his job. Because the last thing that I want to see, first of all, on the side, the last thing I really want to see is, I would hate to see Schemmel get fired and we had to get a whole new Goku voice actor. Because I'm not gonna lie, his voice is the only thing that, when somebody says Goku, that's what voice comes to my mind. If I have to listen to another nigga play Goku, I'm gonna fucking blow a gasket. Alright, you ever heard that song Bakugo? I swear to God, I'm about to pop, I'm about to blow. That's exactly what's gonna happen if I have to listen to somebody else be Goku. But back onto a more serious note, this is just a tweet. From what I'm seeing, I thought it was a Reddit post. This is a tweet. Thousands, millions of people look at tweets per day. If this gets looked at by the wrong person at the wrong time or whatever, this could really damage his image. And not to say that his image means more than somebody's safety or, any bad actions, but I personally am choosing to believe that that's not the type of character he has. Now, obviously, we can't say what celebrities do behind closed doors or when nobody's looking, but I'm always willing to give somebody the benefit of the doubt. And so I'm not going to sit here and choose to believe that this is real. And any of you Dragon Ball fans or whatever, if you comment down and tell me what you believe, if you think it's real, if you think it's not, how you felt about the Vic Mignogna case. Because I'm gonna be honest, like, the way that these cases are popping up, and this isn't the only one that's happened. There's a bunch of other voice actors that are being accused as well of similar things. But the way that these cases are popping up, it's spreading like a wildfire. It started with Vic, and now it's spreading all across like various anime platforms. Viz Media, Funimation, it's spreading everywhere, and it's like, this is becoming ridiculous because you're ruining people's careers. I don't think, ladies, I don't think you guys really understand the amount of power. Like, you go around and you preach about, feminism and wanting equality and all this kind of stuff, but I don't think you really realize how much power you have, especially the power to end a man's professional and social careers just by the mere allegation that he touched you wrong. There doesn't even have to be any proof behind it. It's the mere allegation that he did it. Just to put that doubt of that man's character into somebody's mind, you have ruined his life, professionally and socially. And it's almost beyond repair. Because his family and his true friends might, believe his side, but as far as a societal standard, it's his word versus yours. And your word carries more weight in society than any man's. And so I think that this is really becoming a problem, to the fact that I hate to be the one to do it, especially over the internet, because if this ever gets if the wrong people ever look at this, I'll probably get shunned for it. But somebody needs to tell y'all females to chill out. If you're doing this for any reason other than to spread the truth of a situation that happened to you, it made you feel uncomfortable, if you have any other reasoning behind that, then you honestly are scum of the earth, and you need to be you need to be punished to the full extent of the law for damaging somebody else's professional life. But if this really did happen to you, then you need to go to the proper authorities instead of going to social media about it. And because that's just not the way, in my opinion, that's not the way to handle it. Social media is not the way to handle anything. They're not the police. Twitter is not the police. Facebook is not the police. Instagram is not the police. You need to go to the police and get this shit handled. But if you really are just looking for what people call today clout or whatever, you're just looking to get seen, you looking to, I don't know, hopefully Sean himself finds it and figures out your account and messages you and tries to keep some hush hush about it, or whatever, and tries to pay you. If that's what you're looking for, then you need to be put in jail right alongside the people that actually commit these crimes, because you are damaging somebody's professional life and professional career for what? For money? For exposure? A term I use for people like that is, I'm just gonna plain out call you a piece of shit. And for those women out there that have actually been in a real situation like this, where somebody really did make you feel uncomfortable, they really did sexually assault you or rape you or whatever, I'm sorry that there are fake people out here that are willing to piggyback off of this and turn it into a trend for their own exposure.